So it's been a few days since the Tomodachi Life demo dropped, and it's been fairly popular. People are making all sorts of crazy and elaborate looking Miis, and some of the Mii names, island names, and scenarios that people have made are hilarious. And this game has been widely discussed online despite the fact that the game has some sharing restrictions. So if you haven't played the demo or haven't heard the news, these restrictions basically prevent you from uploading screenshots to your phone from your Switch 2. There also isn't any type of online Mii sharing system like there was in Miitopia, which is technically another restriction. Usually, I would be kind of annoyed or frustrated about a decision like this, because sharing user-made content has helped build communities such as Game Builder Garage and Mario Maker, but in this case, I feel like the restrictions are actually weirdly benefiting this game. And that is because there is basically no filters in the game in terms of profanity and Mii designs. It basically allows you to do whatever you want. Since this game never connects to Nintendo servers and won't have any content connecting to Nintendo servers, there really is no need to have any sort of filter here. That's probably why these sharing restrictions are in place. They're basically letting us go wild with the game, but are making it so they aren't responsible for any of it. I honestly think it's a fair trade-off. I feel like this decision will actually help the game succeed and maintain popularity in the long run, because the ability to do literally anything you want far outweighs the cost of not being able to easily share it. Nintendo still allows you to transfer these screenshots to your PC, which isn't that hard, and I feel like a lot of people will do that. And people are also taking photos of their screen, which is far from ideal, but it's still a way for people to share their creations in this game. And content creators like me have capture cards to stream and record the game, which I feel like will be another way to boost its popularity. And people will definitely be compelled to post things about this game, with the ability to make unhinged creations and watch unhinged scenarios play out. And I also think there's even a benefit to not sharing Miis as well, at least not sharing them online, because you can still share them locally. The Mii Maker has more options than ever, making it so that even people who don't have a ton of experience making Miis can make a Mii look like a character that they like. It also adds a bit more authenticity to someone's playthrough, making each Mii feel like your own personal creation, something that you did. I feel like that makes content posted online about this game feel more interesting. Rather than thousands of people having a copied Mii of a popular character, each playthrough, screenshot, or livestream will have different interpretations of people or characters. For example, my Vivian Mii looked a lot different than some of my Mutual's Vivian Miis, despite them clearly resembling the same character. This also goes for people as well, since someone's Sir Musty Mii slightly differed from the Mii that Sir Musty actually made of himself. This actually reminds me quite a lot of how people used to share user-made content in Nintendo games in the past, with things such as Mario Paint. Sometimes it's nice to just be able to admire or be inspired by other people's work. You don't have to insert someone else's creation into yours. I mean, sometimes it's nice to download someone's Mario Maker level, or add someone else's Mii into Miitopia, but I feel like with things like Tomodachi Life, it's nice to preserve that authenticity there, because all of this combined actually makes the game stay true to the vision of Tomodachi Life. Your island is meant to be populated by people or characters that you have a connection to, which makes the scenarios that play out, or situations where someone is doing something that they would never normally do, even funnier. And I think having no profanity filters, as well as Mii's mostly exclusively being made by you, adds to this. Nintendo's filters would take away from that personal connection, and it would also make it feel like Nintendo is controlling how you want to present yourself, which would kind of be missing the point. And like I said before, Mii's being created by you also maintain that personal connection. I've also noticed that this game is being marketed to a slightly older audience than you'd think. This game is obviously meant for all ages and is perfectly fine for kids to play, but it seems like a lot of advertising is focused on young adults, specifically anyone in their late teens through mid-20s. A lot of the Miis that they've shown off in trailers are around that age range, and Nintendo's marketing seems to be emphasizing both the crazy scenarios and relatable humor in the game. I feel like they are going for the audience who grew up during the Wii era, as well as when Tomodachi Life on the 3DS released, as well as the cozy game audience, and the large demographic of Switch owners in their 20s. So allowing people to have more creative freedom in the game would make it more enticing to adult audiences. So anyways, despite the annoyance of Nintendo restricting sharing options with this game, I feel like the benefits that it brings strongly outweighs the costs. Unless, of course, Nintendo does add filters in the final game, which I'm really hoping they don't do. But let me know what your thoughts are on this down in the comments, and thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!